we have covered Auth.js in the previous video. In this video, we'll see how easily we can implement Google OAuth authentication. In Lab 3, we saw how we can add an email password-based authentication system where a new user could register and then use that details to log in. In this video, we will see how we can easily implement Google OAuth. Okay, so this is a very short video, so stay with me till the end so that you have complete clarity on how easily we can implement OAuth in a Next.js based application. Let's clear the containers and do Docker Compose up build from Lab 3 folder just to see our Lab 3, which is plain Next.js full stack application with an about page and a members page with email password based authentication. Okay, so when we click the sign in, you get to this page where we can use any credential to sign in. Okay, so a new user and we have access to the member section. See, the newly registered email address appears. Okay, so this is what we saw in our previous video also. This is based on Next-Auth, the main authentication framework. And then we use Auth Prisma adapter, the bridge that connects Auth.js to our SQLite database via Prisma. It handles saving OAuth user data automatically. And then Prisma client, the database client. So these are the libraries we have used. We saw how we can use the SQLite database viewer to see the newly registered user details being captured using Prisma-adapter. We will come out of this Lab 3 and get into our Lab 3 upgraded with Google authentication. Let's start the container. This is the newly installed Google Anti-Gravity. Okay, so this is the folder we are in, Lab 3 Google. Let's sign out. See here, we have signed in with Google. And if you click on it, it will authenticate and it will capture my email ID and the name. I have recorded the authentication flow when it happens for the first time because now I'm already logged in. So when you click on this sign in with Google, you will be presented with this screen to authenticate. This is the name of the app that we have created in Google Cloud Console. I will show you that. Name has been captured and email address also is available in our application once we authenticate. So in order to do this, you need to log into your Google Cloud Console. Steps are given in the code which I'm sharing. Once you're here, you need to create a new project. Call it Auth.js Lab or anything. It doesn't matter. Now select the newly created project and click on APIs and Services. Click on OAuth consent screen, get started, app name Auth.js Lab, and give your email ID. And choose external. And contact information also, give your email ID. You can give the same Gmail ID that you have used. Agree and click continue, and then click create. In clients, create client. Application type, web application. Name, you can give Auth.js, and then authorized JavaScript origin, localhost colon 3000, and authorized redirect URL 3000 colon AP. And then when you click create, you will get your client ID and the client secret. You need to copy both. .env file, you need to put the client ID and the client secret. And then in the auth.ts of the root of our application, we will import next-auth providers Google. Okay, that is the first thing that you will need to do. Then in this provider section, you will need to read the secret that we have saved in .env. And in package.json, we will need to include the Prisma adapter, which is needed for us to capture the credentials from the OAuth provider. So when the user clicks sign in, they will see two options, sign in with Google and the credentials form. When they choose Google, app redirects them to accounts.google.com. The user logs into Google and grants the permission to the app. We saw that. And Google sends the user back to the app at API auth callback Google with a special code. And then what Prisma adapter does is Auth.js sees this Google login. It checks the database. Do we have a user with this email? If no, it creates the user and a record and links a Google account record to it. And if yes, it links Google account to the existing user. And why such OAuth provider authentication is better? The security. We don't handle passwords for Google users. Google handles the security part. And user experience. One-click login is faster than typing a password. And hybrid. We still support the old login method for existing users. So give me your valuable comments and suggestions, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in another video like this. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Your support really helps. Have ideas or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. Let's build together. At Shogini, we offer expert no-code-make.com and Python AI automation consulting with ready-to-use modules to jumpstart your projects. Stay tuned and subscribe for more.